Kishki puchikan. Kishki puchikan. Wakakot. Wakakot. Zakaigan.
It is Thursday morning at Oshki Ogiimaag Charter School, and a small group of students are in Dan Viren's language classroom talking through an Ojibwe language exercise.
I think learning second languages in general is important because how we perceive our world is through our own experiences. And, when we have similar experiences with other people, we kind of have the tendency to have the same view of our world. But nobody's is exact. Language is the vehicle by which we think about, categorize, respond to our world. And things do not translate exactly between languages. So, for example, if somebody said, "Hey, where's your sister?" or something, or "What's she doing?" I might say in English, "Hey, she's riding a bike." And so we all, us English speakers, have a similar image would pop into all our minds about what that is. But in Ojibwe, we might say, "Tibiwe bishkige." And that is a little different view because it describes the tib as like rolling. Webish is because of an action like kicking or shoving. And so you can get an image of pushing on pedals or something, causing it to roll. And so it's a little different view of the world. And so I think languages enrich our lives because they expand our experience and our way of viewing the world. But I think more importantly than that, I think especially for Native people, learning a native language provides them with a stronger identity to, their culture and their heritage.
The overall student body at Oshki Ogiimaag is small with only 20 students, but this enables staff to focus on teaching and fulfilling the school's mission.
Oshki Ogiimaag Community School mission is to create a grade K through 6 learning environment of excellence based on traditional teachings. Rooted in the Anishinaabe culture and language within a technological setting, we will prepare students through hands-on, community-based projects to become lifelong learners that reach their personal and academic potential, preserve the Anishinaabe language and culture, and contribute to the wellness of future generations. We work very hard to incorporate the culture and the language so that those are not forgotten and so we don't lose them. And all of the staff here work very hard towards that. Last fall we took them wild ricing and we showed them the complete steps to gathering wild rice and processing it and then cooking it and eating it at the end. This spring now we're going to go take the kids to Sugarbush and do a week-long camp at Sugarbush and show them the whole process of that. We also do smaller things. We work a lot with the 7 teachings and show them beading, and we're going to get some drumming going. Hopefully some of the boys are making their own sticks currently, so it's quite a range of activities.
Mr. Dan, as the students call him, may not be Native, but he grew up in Grand Portage and Native communities in Canada and speaks the Ojibwe language very well. It is a base that can be built upon.
I think I really had a good fortune of being in a place at a time where my peers were speaking as much Ojibwe as they were English. And so, I got to learn it in a live culture where it was a part of our everyday experience. Our experience, kids, goofing around and that. And so I think that was a real benefit to me when I did then go to college and You know, this is my second year, so I don't know how good of a grasp I have of where we should be, but I have a real idea about teaching language that I'm shooting for. Like if you have a graph and maybe the y-axis is language acquisition and the x is over time, I really think there's a big band in there where it's just fuzzy and people learn language but they never get out of that fuzzy stage. I think the real secret to language acquisition is getting above that fuzzy phase. And of course, the best way to do that is immerse yourself in the language and in the culture. But we unfortunately don't have that, We don't have that here in Grand Portage. So in a setting like this, I think repetition is huge. And building it in a real strategic approach, I'm hoping will get them through the fuzzy part, in the absence of being able to be immersed in the language. What we have to do is teach a language that the kids experience in their daily life, in their own personal culture, not what we think their culture should be, but what they do. That's how I learned in Fort Hope. I hope to build something that works, in an environment like this, where, somebody with who's a better speaker and knows the culture, is of the culture, can come in and maybe use what I've created to have that more authentic experience for the children and stuff. So I'm hoping to build a good program here.